Hi, everyone. Good morning. And today we're going to start by getting on to something that is a little bit firm. And I have a bolster right here, but you can also roll up a blanket, or if you have a firm pillow anywhere in your house, then you can use that. So anything to elevate yourself up. And this is really important when you're sitting down in, as my niece would say, crisscross applesauce, otherwise known as easy pose in yoga. So, what happens is that your hips are elevated above your knees, and it allows your hip flexors, which are right here, right at the crease of your hips, to relax. So, a lot of times when we're sitting on the ground in our cross legged position, we tend to our torso tends to lean forward. And when we're in this easy pose position, it's supposed to be easy. Like, it's called easy pose for a reason. The pose is supposed to be easy. So you should feel nice and relaxed. And it's hard to do so when our hip flexors are really tight and aren't allowing us to really get in this nice, easeful pose. So, what, and then again, when you're sitting on something, a lot of times you see that people are sitting directly in the middle of whatever the cushion that they're on. But in reality, you want to scoot yourself forward so that just your tailbone is on the cushion. So then that will really drop your knees down and allow you to get into this pose a little bit easier, because when you're in the middle, you still have some tension in these hip flexors. So coming forward at the edge of whatever you're sitting on so that those knees can drop down. And today, what we're going to do, which is really great to start your day, is something called pranayama. So, pranayama is controlled breathing. So, it allows us to be able to, get out of our short, shallow breaths that we tend to be in for most of the day, which causes our fight flight response. So the more that you practice these breathing exercises, the more your body and your mind are going to be in tune to how it needs to breathe when it gets into these stressful situations. So we're going to practice that right now by doing something called three-part breath. So basically what you're going to do is, as you inhale, you're going to inflate your belly. And then you're going to come into your mid chest and inflate here. And then come into your upper chest at the top of your breath. And then as you exhale, you're going to deflate your top chest and then start to deflate your mid torso. And then your belly will come back in. So let's do that now. We're going to do it for about 3 minutes. So that may seem like a long time, especially if this is the first time that you're doing it. But as time goes on, you're going to notice a difference, and you're actually going to want to be able to do it for longer. So my pranayama practice is anywhere between 10 and 15 minutes, because I feel so great afterwards. So it's not that the longer you do it, the better you feel, but the longer you do it, the better you'll feel. But you'll feel the results even after these 3 minutes, hopefully. So just being conscious of your breathing. So your whole focus is going to be on your inhales and your exhales and the way that you're breathing. So starting in your belly, inhale through your belly, your mid torso, your upper chest, and then going in the opposite direction as you exhale, top of your chest, torso, and then your belly. So hands are on, you can do one of two things. Your hands can be on your lap, or you can bring it on your belly. So you really feel that transition as you inhale and you exhale. So it's completely up to you. If you want to put your hand on your belly, feel free to do so. But making sure that you have a nice long back, there's a string at the top of your head pulling you up towards the ceiling. Belly button is towards the spine right now as we get ready. But then as we breathe, it's going to be easier to breathe if you're not sucking your belly button towards your spine, right? So just creating that length in your back, seeing how it feels. And then we'll inhale, inflating in the belly, coming into our mid-torso, and then inhaling up into our chest. At the top of the breath, taking a pause, and then exhaling your chest, mid-torso, and your belly. Continuing to do that, inflating your belly as you breathe in, mid-torso, chest, and as you exhale, chest, mid-torso, and belly. So continuing at your own pace, following your own breath, but remembering it's 3-part breath, so just breathing a little bit, and then moving to your mid-torso, breathing a little bit, and then inhaling to full capacity at your chest with ease. I need to really emphasize that you are breathing with ease. You don't want to force anything. So making sure you're not like at the top of the breath, okay? So I'm going to allow you to utilize your own breath during these next 2.5 minutes. Thinking of your breath as a wave that's coming to shore and then receding. Make sure that you're just breathing in and out your nose, keeping your mouth closed. Concentrating on your breath, checking in on the length of your back. You're starting to round your back, starting to lengthen it once more. Now releasing control of your breath, just allowing your breaths to come naturally now. Your inhales and your exhales. Continuing to keep your eyes closed or having a soft gaze as we take a few more breaths, coming back to our natural breathing state. Now gently opening your eyes. How do you feel? Feel any different? Have you do you have a normal pranayama practice that you utilize? Is this one that you maybe want to add to your repertoire if you are doing normal pranayama practices? Sit here for a little while longer, just noticing how you feel. And hopefully, not just in the morning, but when you come into stressful situations throughout the day, especially at work, we're all so much so in a high stress environment as the years go on. And maybe you can go to the bathroom or somewhere that's quiet and nobody is watching, and you can do these breathing exercises, even if it's just for 1 minute. Setting a timer on your watch or on your phone, and just doing this controlled breathing for anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes. It doesn't even have to be very long. So I hope this is a nice addition to your morning or maybe any other point throughout your day. And I hope to see you all again soon. If you want to look at my past videos, there's some really great treasures in there. And also, if you liked this and you want more for the future, then I highly suggest that you subscribe to my channel and then click on the notifications, and then you'll find out whenever I am uploading a new video. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you again. Namaste.